Can they handle the passing attack and make a few plays?
Just about set for football. Blake Groupie is ready to get us started.
And we are underway from the Superdome.
And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. A play fake. Now Penix. And he's taken down here by the Saints. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they got after them early.
They'll throw with Penix.
Man open, that's Ray McLeod. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Penix working out of the gun here.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Pulled in at the 24. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, and they'll be aided by a loss of yardage on the return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10.
Carr going to lead the Saints up here, first and 10.
At their own 22. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They run it again. And a loose football. And the Falcons grab it. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. And a little careless there, Charles.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Needed 13, they got 14 on 3rd down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do in that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara.
And this will wind up as Saints first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Carr completes it. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game, and it will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Kamara up the middle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Now they'll throw with Carr. Flush to his right. Carr can beat you in a lot of ways. The scramble there, a perfect example as he gets the first.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to. So when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Making that play behind the line was Justin Simmons. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. They'll give it up the middle to Miller. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in a long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th. Here's Carr. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Derek Carr taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Saints' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football, all right? When you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You say, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
But it wasn't a goal line situation, but how about the goal line formation on 3rd and short? They went in and went heavy. No surprise I knew it was going to get the football. How about the power exhibited there?
Yeah, that was just put a hat on a hat, drive forward. Nice job to pick it up. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To the air, Penix. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Penix on 3rd down. And complete to Drake London. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. First catch here for London, and also a 1st down. Here's Penix. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And this is picked up by the Saints.
This drive didn't end well, but if they can keep stringing these together, they'll like what they're doing. That was an 8-play drive before it ended in a fumble. So the takeaway's got to be doing what we want to do and doing it well. Just got to take care of the ball at the end.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Not sure if he's looking for a cutback lane or whether he was trying to get to the corner, but he didn't find either. And they ended up forcing him out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3-and-out.
Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And unable to break away, they stop him a few yards shy. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. 2nd and 7. Looking to throw, Penix. Quick throw there is incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? So instead of forcing the field goal, it'll be 1st and goal.
Yeah, the force was trying to make something happen that just didn't need to, right? I mean, plays happen, let it go. It's over. Instead, he creates a penalty.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Now Penix. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line.
That's the former Buckeye Pete Werner getting the sack.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They'll try and throw. Here's Penix. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 11 yards, but still not enough. 4th down. And we'll see Younghoe Koo now for the Falcons. From the right hash here, should be an easy one.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So the big return had them fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a first down.
That's going to be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he's got some space. There he goes left side. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
59 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10. Down at the 31. Again, it's Kamara. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
15 more yards there, and quickly another first down.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes a defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Alvin Kamara
from 17 yards out.
And the Saints are able to add on to that lead.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
The Saints offense and Derek Carr, they're still on the field, so they figure to go for 2 here.
They'll try and throw for it. Escaping the pressure right. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. We are in for a good one as we're through 1 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they've got it as we resume action. Ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
And looking to throw, Penix. Going for Kyle Pitts again. He's got him again.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Throwing on second down. Penix got London on a slant.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 41-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Penix.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Throwing again, Penix. And this will be caught by Mooney.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 25-yard line. That one good for 16 as the drive continues. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Robinson up the middle. They'll get this down to the 21, just on the edge of the red zone.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Back to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons.
Darnell Mooney.
A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Falcons have got it back to within a score.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives, so a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator's a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something that'll disrupt that flow? That's what they're seeking right now.
Well, it's been an exciting sequence to watch.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down.
A give. This is Kamara. Brought down inside the 45 at the 43.
97 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Now a play fake. Carr. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Throwing now is Carr. He's going to let it go again. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 9.
To throw, it's Carr. Flushed out right. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Remember, Brandon, he ran for a touchdown earlier, so his decision to go ahead and tuck it and go again turned out to be a wise one.
And the decision is what is important here. He has made some good decisions on when to tuck it and go. And able to work his way down to the 16. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Now Carr.
That is caught by Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans.
16-yard touchdown. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set, and racing going 3 wide is a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom, zoom indeed.
And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Only had a couple of yards to gain there on the 2-point conversion, and they were able to do it.
And how many teams shy away from running the football in the 2-point conversion? They treat 2 yards as if it were 20. If you're a good team running the ball, go to your strength. Go ahead and push it into the end zone.
Yeah, they did. It worked.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Wreaking havoc was Nathan Shepard, the D tackle. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. He'll look to throw.
Short throw caught by Pitts.
Just a gain of a couple there. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
And that is incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
Seven yards on the return after a punt of 39.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Kamara again.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 131 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
Kamara try the right side. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. Fights off the tackle at the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a 1st down. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. try to pound it in. Kamara. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
Williams.
And he's going to... Press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
Williams again. And I don't think he got in. He did not. They mark him short of the goal line.
No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. Here we go with Kamara. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Kamara on 4th and goal, unable to get in. And the Falcons able to muster together a goal line stand. Back to throw now in his own end zone. That one caught by Ross Dwelling.
Look at the big fella go. How about this?
And oh, he coughed it up. And this is picked up by the Saints.
He's got room past the 30. Down the left sideline.
And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line.
So, partner, that play broke huge. And when you can get a guy into the open field after the catch, he does actually turn into a running back. But in this case...
that's not his role.
No, not ultimately, because he didn't do what? He didn't secure the football.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Picked off by Justin Simmons.
And the Falcons are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10.
He'll drop to throw.
Throw left side. There's London.
And a productive gain out to the 14 after starting at the 7. It's a gain of 7.
Here's 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Penix. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Falcons first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Throwing on first down is Penix. This pass is caught by London.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Throws right back to London, complete again.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
To throw again is Penix.
His throw incomplete.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
They'll look to throw again. And he's taken down here by the Saints. And now that brings up fourth down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. We now proceed to the start of the second half. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30. He will score. Touchdown, Saints. And you've used the phrase with me before, pressing the kicking game. What exactly does that mean? Because they did it there.
It means focusing on it, all aspects of it, because it's the third part of the game. Offense, defense, special teams. If you press the kicking game, create an advantage, make a big play, it often leads to victory.
The Saints offense and Derek Carr, they're still on the field, so they figure to go for 2 here. They'll turn to Kamara.
And he will dive into the end zone, and a 2-point conversion is successful. Needed a couple yards for the 2-point try. They go to the ground game, and it works.
And sometimes it's the exact right thing to do, because a lot of teams play you for the pass, so you spread people out, decide to run the football, you often find good running lanes.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
Now they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll run again here with Robinson, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one, and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time.
I think we've seen this before. If someone's down 3 scores, that situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes.
A nice return that time of about 14 yards.
And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. A give to Kamara running right. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
177 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints.
Alvin Kamara.
His second touchdown of the afternoon as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. It's caught inside the 5. And he gets in. But no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead.
All right, partner, one more time. Our whole lives, you put the ball on the 3-yard line, kick the extra point. 2015, they put it on the 15 to kick the extra point. 2016, they said, we're leaving it there. So if you want to fake it, that's a long way to go. And they got it done.
I was going to say they had a 15-yard play in their back pocket.
You don't see that on too many play sheets, do you?
No.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
First target, first catch, and a first down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
The play over before it really got started thanks to Pete Werner.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
On 2nd down, it's Penix.
And he'll find McLeod on the right side complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Here now a 3rd down and 8.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he will get this to the midfield stripe, but that's not going to be enough. He's a few yards short. Here's Bradley Pinion now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. This is taken at about the 14. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara.
Now he's loose again. Alvin Kamara.
Touchdown, New Orleans.
Alvin Kamara.
76 yards.
And the Saints get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That 3rd one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ballgame. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
Groupie for the extra point.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And it's caught inside the 5. And he gets in. And no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. And that's something you almost never see nowadays. When you fake it, you're at the 15-yard line on a PAT as opposed to just going for it from the 2.
I'm sorry. I know they got it, and congratulations to them, but it's just not a good play. I mean, the risk-reward is really off the charts. Not in your favor. Run your offense out there. Put it on the 2-yard line if you want to go for 2. But I'll be darned. They ended up getting that one, didn't they?
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
On 1st and 10, it's Penix. That's complete to Mooney.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
They'll throw with Penix.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Here's 2nd and 10.
They'll set up a throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. And he's been one of their few bright spots here this afternoon.
And as you pointed out, so far he's gotten his. That's not been the issue at all. But the teammates, the other guys, they've been shut down. That's why the defensive guys have to feel pretty good, even though he's over 100 yards.
Yeah, he topped 100 with that last catch.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 20-yard line.
Robinson on a give right side.
And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw here. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown.
Darnell Mooney
with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Falcons are able to at least get one score back.
Koo able to connect on the extra point. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. They do, and you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. They run it again with Kamara. In territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll give it up the middle to Miller. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Down to the 10.
Touchdown, New Orleans.
Kendre Miller.
45 yards.
And the Saints extend their lead yet again.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into...
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he will step out of bounds. Oh, what a mistake there. And the two-point try will be unsuccessful.
I know they're not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Darnell Mooney and the rest of this offense ready to go again.
Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's what really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver. You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Penix to throw on second down.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Carr going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10.
At their own 43. On play action, they'll throw.
He completes it to Olave.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards, the final tally. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara.
And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game, and I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Taysom Hill, 29 yards.
And the Saints will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Groupie able to add the PAT.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it all culminates in a Saints touchdown.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Penix on third down.
That is caught. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here's Penix on 1st and 10.
Got an open man. It's McLeod. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
They'll try to throw again. Here's Penix. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And that is incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good, and they will remain well behind. Well, listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
This is 2nd and 8.
Again, it's Kamara. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down.
On 3rd down, here's Kamara.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line.
That good for 19 and a 1st down. They give it to Williams, running right. And some room to work.
Through the middle of the field.
Touchdown, New Orleans. Jamal Williams, 40 yards.
And the Saints add another 6 points to what's going to be a blowout victory.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
The Saints offense and Derek Carr, they're still on the field, so they figure to go for 2 here.
And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Here's Penix.
It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. Here's Bradley Pinion now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. That's taken on the 25. A tremendous return there, 39 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams.
There he goes again.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Jamal Williams, 36 yards.
And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. But Charles, in this win, they've really just had one speed, and that's been all out. They're still driving the ball downfield despite the circumstances and the big lead, and they just continue to find ways to get into the end zone with ease.
They're certainly in that zone where almost everything they try is successful and often leads to points. Teams don't get those types of games very often, so when they do, many of them just want to take advantage of it to the last second.
And he will dive into the end zone, and the two-point conversion is successful.
Personally, I'd rather see him kick the extra point there than to go for two, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get two. You got some pretty ticked-off folks on the other sideline now.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
Incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Another shot for Penix on 2nd and 10. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
And the throw there going to be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Back near his goal line. Here's Carr. Flush to his right.
Gets this complete to Shaheed.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
They have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start. And pass plays like we just saw, they're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the 4th quarter.
And that they have in every way. And plays like that across all phases of the game, they've just been effortless for them in this one. And that's what's helped them build such a large lead and allowed them to smile as this game continues.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
It's another 1st down as this time they get an even 20.
Here's Carr to throw.
Over the middle and complete to Shaheed.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again. Play action. Now it's Carr. Rolling to his right. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. 3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr.
And the Saints have got it on cruise control. So still throwing here in the 4th quarter with a pretty sizable lead. And now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up. And he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
To the air, Penix.
Eluding the pressure right. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Again, it's Williams. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
Up the middle, it's Williams. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now they'll throw with Carr. Escaping the pressure right.
Oh, he tried to fit it in back over the middle, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Justin Simmons.
And the Falcons are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Well, we've seen quarterbacks get away with throwing the ball on the run, no doubt. But this, Charles, I think you'd agree, not the best of throws.
And listen, you're not always going to have a clean pocket to step up with the proper mechanics and deliver the football. I mean, that's a given. But you also have to understand your limits and know what you can get away with and what you can't when you're trying to make a throw like that.
From the 46, here's 2nd down and 1. And looking to throw, Penix. And this will be caught by Mooney. Now he's into the clear again.
Touchdown!
Darnell Mooney.
54 yards.
And the Falcons get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. As they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Well, CD, you and I do a lot of games together, but it is pretty rare that we do a game of this margin. I mean, this has just been total domination from start until now, and I don't think they're going to take their foot off the gas at this point.
Do you think that on the sideline, some jokester said to one of his teammates, maybe a few of them, hey, we're up 50. Why not go for 100? You think maybe that line was uttered on the sideline? I can't believe what we're seeing here. An NFL game this lopsided.
23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out. Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. They run it again with Williams. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
2nd and 10.
They'll hand it off now. Williams. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
I'm not sure what other ground there is to cover here. I mean, this offense has been amazing. Just total domination, Charles.
They've clicked so well, and if you really focus in on the offensive line, they protected well when they wanted to throw the ball. They moved people off the line of scrimmage when they wanted to run it. Smiles all the way around. This offense has been really good in this one.
The Saints offense and Derek Carr, they're still on the field, so they figure to go for 2 here.
They'll look to run for it with Williams. And he will dive into the end zone, and a 2-point conversion is successful.
I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the bat flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there. And sometimes it has a way of catching up with you.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. Oh, and a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Partner, my vocabulary isn't that great, but to me, there's only one word that fits this front seven today, and that's dominant. 4 and 5 sacks is already rare in one game. Getting to more than 6 in one contest while winning by this many points, an absolutely astounding effort by every player involved.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And, oh, that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. Fielded at the 20. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here.
CD, I mean, they have just been scoring at will. It's been score after score after score, and a lot of times we use the term blowout for a lopsided ball game. This has kind of gone past that. I think we're in historic territory right now.
You nailed it. Historic territory. Perfect phrase for what we are watching. If this were a movie, what kind of rating would we put on it? Who would you allow to watch what we're watching right now? Let's hope this one gets over fast, because this game, well decided a long time ago.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago. And you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Saints are winners here as we say so long from New Orleans.